Welcome everybody to an interesting edition of Undisputed Games podcast. It's a podcast where I'm going to be talking about video games, and today specifically I'll be talking about video game news. This week we got some really interesting ones, and we're going to start off right away with Wolf Among Us 2, the game that has not been talked about ever since. Yeah, apparently there is some kind of update for the game. Wolf Among Us 2 will be set 6 years after the current game where it ended, and the events will be taking place all over New York. The script has been finalized, and now they're working on the mocaps and also utilizing Unreal Engine for the first time, which has streamlined the process of development. With Unreal Engine, the game might look a lot better but also different at the same time, because some time ago, a team from the Telltale team actually talked about how they're working on things from scratch instead of building on from the original assets of the game. Now that is cool, but I just want them to keep the feel and the look of the game the exact same, and they can work on new assets. The game is also coming out on PC and consoles, but on PC it's going to be coming out only in Epic Store, at least based on these rumors or informations. Now that they are going in full production, they're doing more captures, and the developers are having a great time using Unreal Engine to streamline the process of making this particular new sequel of Wolf Among Us. I'm super excited to see what they can bring with Wolf Among Us 2. Wolf Among Us is a game that I really enjoyed, and if you haven't played that game, well, I would definitely suggest to play it, because you play in the world of Fable and you actually be in the murder mystery, which is pretty cool. And for some reason, Bigby reminds me of Wolverine. I don't know why. He doesn't have claws, but it just reminds me of that. I'm stupid, yes I know. Now moving from Telltale to Rockstar, a company that loves to earn money. Take all your money and put them in the pockets. That's what Rockstar is right now, because after a terrible response of GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, where everything looks amazing, the rain is pain. And the funny part is Rockstar know that they fucked up. And that's good for them, because they will try their best to convince us to like them again. But nothing is gonna help. But that won't work, Rockstar, because there's no way in hell that we'll be liking you again. Oh wow, free games. Rockstar right now is giving 5 games for free, but you can only choose one of them. Those games are GTA 5, Eleanor, GTA 4 Complete Edition, Bully Scholarship Edition, Max Payne 3, and GTA 5 is a premium edition. Now obviously a lot of people go towards GTA 5, but in my opinion GTA 4 is also very cool, and I have never played Max Payne 3, even though I've heard so many bad things about the game that I never wanted to buy. However, since it's free, I might even try it. I know Rockstar is trying to bring back players to their side, and this might change things, but to be honest, it still sucks that how Rockstar was able to make or bring a remastered edition of 3 of the best GTA games in my opinion in the early times, and just fuck it all up. For some reason, Rockstar decided to not work on the remaster themselves. They gave it to some other company, and then they worked on the remaster, and now you can see the results. It's quite annoying and disappointing that a publisher like Rockstar is not at all, focused on their own video games, but just want to earn some money. What do you think about the state of Rockstar right now? Are you guys excited to buy their next games if GTA 6 comes around? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Speaking of my favorite franchises, looks like the next Mass Effect will be made in Unreal Engine. The 3 original games were made in Unreal Engine 3, but then after that BioWare started using EA's in-house Frostbite engine, the engine that was used to make the amazing Battlefield games. And because of that, every game was transitioned to this new engine, and in many ways the engine was also blamed for some of the issues that Mass Effect Andromeda had. Now a producer at BioWare Signal boosted a job listing for an associate technical director by saying BioWare is hiring talented programmers with Unreal Engine 4 or 5 experience. Come join our team and work with us on the next Mass Effect game. Another job listing for franchise director also mentioned about the experience in Unreal Engine 4. Very known leaker Jeff Grubb also talked about Unreal Engine 5 being used for Mass Effect and how this choice was made by the team who were working on this very game. Since Matrix Awakens looks incredible in the Unreal Engine, it might have given that impression to the team that they also should utilize the new Unreal Engine. Now Unreal Engine 5 is definitely solving a lot of issues that Unreal Engine 4 had, such as the count of polygons. You can utilize a highly polygon count in a scene and without lag. The utilization of memory is a lot more better, and a lot of more cool things that I am not in a place or in a position to talk about because I don't know anything about it. But I believe Unreal Engine 5 already has some really good examples with the game that are not even completed, it's just demos and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what BioWare can come up with Mass Effect, the next game, if they utilize Unreal Engine 5, which they should be utilizing, because I think that's how they made it from the very first 3 games, and that's how they should go with it. And speaking of EA, Tom Henderson wrote on Twitter that an early presentation of Battlefield 2042 showcased earthquakes, fire tornadoes, tsunamis in the game, but that did not happen because they only focused on twisters due to lack of time. Only if EA had given more time to DICE to work on the game, we would have gotten all those, disasters in the game. I'm just wondering how earthquake and tsunami would look like in a Battlefield game. We have seen earthquake in Battlefield 4, but that was in the story and not in the multiplayer. So interesting to see that they had those ideas, but they could never work on it. Battlefield 2042 ever since beta had that bad impression, and now it's the most negative reviewed game. And I gotta say, Battlefield 5 was better than this. The open beta I played for Battlefield 5 had no such issues that the open beta for 2042 had. It played a lot well and it focused on the things that they wanted to focus on. But 2042 from the get-go was horrible. It's horrible to see that DICE has fucked up Battlefield 2042, a game that we guys wanted. All of us wanted a modern day shooter, but DICE still could not make that up because, I don't know, of some issues that we will never know. And unfortunately, they cannot change it to make it the game that they wanted to give. The game already got a free weekend and is already 30% off. Usually games like this don't get 30% off, especially when the game is only a month old. That's right, the game came out in November. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what's going on in the world of video game. Very much looking forward to Wolf Among Us 2. Hopefully Battlefield 2042 can turn things around a little bit, but it would be cool, it would have been cool to see earthquakes and tsunamis in the game. And obviously next year we got so much cool games coming out that I'm truly excited to play and make a review video about it in my own YouTube channel. Thank you everybody for watching and listening to this podcast on Spotify. That's right, we are also on Spotify, so if you want to listen to it and don't want to watch the video, you can actually listen through on Spotify. The link should be in the description, or you can just search on Spotify Undisputed Games and you will find that. So thank you everybody for watching and listening, and I'll see you guys in another time with another episode of Undisputed Games with your true host, Game and Madness. Thank you so much, and you guys have an awesome holiday and have a great new year.